Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just making a quick video to talk about the Hummer H2 and how values of the Hummer H2 might be changing in the future. So let me jump out here, leave the truck idling, disregard the oil pressure gauge. It jumps all over the place. For those who just bought a Hummer and are wondering what would be normal values, right there is about where your coolant temperature should be, and then the charging voltage should be close to 14, and also transmission temperature, if you are not towing and it's not the middle of summer, should be somewhere low, but less than 300 degrees Fahrenheit for sure. So we'll leave the truck idling, the SUV idling, and let's jump out here real quick. So yesterday I was watching a video, and it was on Doug DeMuro's channel. Yeah, you guys, I'm sure most of you know Doug DeMuro. He has one of the largest automotive YouTube channels, and that particular video he was talking about vehicles that today are underappreciated and tomorrow might be classics that are highly desired. And I was kind of surprised because I never saw a Hummer H2 on that list. He gave a series of vehicles, including the new Toyota Supra, the BMW M5, the current generation, and a couple of other vehicles that he thought in the future will appreciate in value, and currently they are being disregarded by the automotive community. Personally, I think the Hummer H2 should have been on that list, and here's why. Currently, prices for the Hummer H2 have pretty much bottomed out. So what that means is you can basically, over the past about 5-7 years, you could buy a Hummer H2, drive it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and then sell it basically for the same price that you bought it, if not a little bit more. And I think that is already a very strong indicator of the future trend in the price of vehicles. So I think that once something has bottomed out, that leaves room only for growth, and this is not just something that's passing, but it's something that has been taking place over the past 5 to 7 years concerning the Hummer H2, like the one I have right here. The other reason is that if you look at the used market and parts market for the Hummer H2, you would already see that most of the aftermarket parts or used parts or parts for replacement parts for the Hummer H2 are quite expensive. Things like just the regular rims, even though you could use the rims from GM vehicles from the same vintage, but the things like the rims, they are quite expensive. You would get just the rims by themselves without the caps. Genuine H2 from GM, they're anywhere from $150 to $300 for a single rim, whereas a comparable Chevy product would be $50. You would get a rim. Another thing would be like the interior fittings, the door panels. Those are no longer in production, unfortunately, and to get any of those is quite expensive. You're getting them used, they are very brittle, and they are quite expensive. Other things would include like the brush guard, which I don't have, which would fit in front here. Those are very expensive, anywhere from $400 to $1,000 for used ones. So those are just indicators telling you that these vehicles are still quite desirable. There are fewer and fewer of them in mint condition, which haven't had their electrical system ransacked, aftermarket electrical devices added. So if you have one in mint condition that hasn't had all those electrical gremlins added to it, it's actually worth quite a bit. And especially the 2008 and 2009 years, which are the final years, they have the nicest interiors. They have the 6.2 liter engine compared to the 6.0 liter engine which I have in this 2003. That gives a little bit more power, and they have the beefed up transmission also. So those are actually worth quite a pretty penny right now, anywhere close to $30,000 for one of those in good condition, if not even more. So I think that the Hummer H2 has bottomed out in price. It's not going any lower, and from now going forth I see the prices just going upwards. So if you are coming from Doug DeMuro's video, or you want to take a look at the video, yeah, just search. It's been just about a month since he put out that video, and I think that personally, it's my personal opinion that the Hummer H2 would have been one of those good cars that are underappreciated today, and tomorrow will appreciate and gain in value. Well, thanks for joining me in this video, and hopefully if you love Hummers, well, leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on where you think the price of the Hummer H2 is gonna be in a couple of years time. Bye now.